What's up, nerds? Joey here, Fugatech, and this is another episode of the show where we take a look at different devices and answer one definitive question. This is episode 17 of Can It Game? The premise still remains unchanged. Smartphones come in different shapes and sizes with different special features, but none of that matters. All we need to know right now is if they can actually play games and how good are they at it. So last time we put the Realme 3 Pro through its paces and it proved its might as Realme's best phone for performance right now. Today we're testing out one of its direct competitors. We got the Xiaomi Mi 9 SE coming right up. So for a few more thousand pesos, how much more power does the Mi 9 SE provide? Is it worth buying over the Realme 3 Pro when it comes to gaming performance? Let's find out, but first, let's see if it can game. Checking out our specs on paper, we have the Snapdragon 712 with an Adreno 616 GPU and 6GB of RAM. Our standard test setup, as always, consists of only having the apps we need installed on the phone. Now, let's get into some numbers, shall we? Kicking things off with Antutu V7 for overall performance, we're close to 178,000, which is a huge performance increase over the Realme 3 Pro since the CPU is faster. And it leaves the Redmi Note 7 and Galaxy A50 in the dust. Moving on to 3D Mark though, the gap between the two is significantly smaller since the Mi 9 SE and Realme 3 Pro have the same GPU, the Adreno 616. Still, I think the Mi 9 SE's higher OpenGL score is because of the faster clock speeds of the Snapdragon 712. And for PC Mark, same trend. Slightly better performance than the Realme 3 Pro and way ahead of the other two popular mid-range phones. Now let's get to gaming. As usual, we get our FPS and stability numbers from the amazing GameBench app. For our test games, as usual, we have Asphalt 9, Mobile Legends, PUBG Mobile, Brawl Stars, and Honkai Impact 3. Games are set to the highest possible settings for this graph, and would you look at that? PUBG gets a nice consistent 30 FPS at perfect stability. Asphalt 9 gets 29 FPS at a good 92% stability. Mobile Legends almost gets the perfect 60 FPS, but still full 100% stability. Brawl Stars is the same, minus 1%. And unsurprisingly, we actually get more than 30 FPS on Honkai Impact 3 with a result of 41 FPS. Yes, stability drops down to 74%, but guys, this is a really CPU intensive game, so this is where the Snapdragon 712 flexes a little bit. So, with all these numbers, can the Mi 9 SE game? Well, yes it can. But we had another question at the beginning of this video. For a few more thousand pesos, is it worth getting over the Realme 3 Pro? Well, taking a look at this comparison graph, our FPS numbers are almost identical with the exception of Honkai Impact 3, of course. So you don't really get that much of a raw performance increase, but that higher clocked CPU does help a lot. We didn't really feel a lot of dropped frames in any of the games, and it allows a CPU intensive game like Honkai to run very smoothly. So for this question, my answer is, if you want to save some cash, definitely go for the Realme 3 Pro. But if you're okay with spending a little bit more for a slightly smoother, slightly more consistent performance, then the Mi 9 SE is still a great buy for gaming. For all the other reasons to get the Mi 9 SE over the Realme 3 Pro, you can check out our full comparison video as well. However, at its dangerous starting price of 15,990 pesos, at this point, why not just get your hands on a Pocophone F1? Alright, so that wraps up this video, guys. What phone do you want us to test out in the next episode? Let us know in the comment section down below, or hit us up on Twitter at Fugatech, DM us on Instagram, or send a message over to our Facebook page. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more videos, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit Fugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. This has been Joey, and I'll see you nerds in the next one.